Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing this amazing morning? I am so sorry. I was running late. First of all, I was early, and then Sean made breakfast, and so I ate breakfast, and then I was like rushing to put my makeup on. But I'm here. Sorry, you guys, I am late, but I'm so happy that everybody is in the room. Let me see who's in the room today. We have Crystal. Good morning, Crystal. She is blessed this morning. Good morning, Lois. Good morning, Miss Lois. She said, good morning, Queenies. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Dee. Good morning, cousin. Thank you. Cousin always hold it down for me. That's what I love. She holds it down for me. Good morning, Dawn G. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Tiffany. How was your birthday? Good morning, Deltra. Good morning. I'm blessed, and today I'm only available for my expectation to be exceeded. Yes, miracles and abundance flows to me with ease. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And cousin says, I would ask how everyone is doing, but I see. Praying you all have a great weekend in advance. Yes, yes, and yes. Hit the thumbs up, everybody in the room. Hit the thumbs up. Good morning, Lakeisha Keisha. Good morning. I'll thank those who have seen my posts and like the commented. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Cousin put up her post yesterday because she got her new candles for the culture. She has it up on the website now. The candle looks amazing. So you guys go and check it out. If you have not interacted with her, go over there, like it, comment, and do all the things. Do all the things. Share it. Share it with your people. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I want you all to know that you were lifted up in prayer on one of my prayer calls. We are all winning this year. Let's go. Yes, cousin. Yes, yes, yes. Deltra says she received it. I receive it too. I receive it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Good morning, Michelle. Everybody should kind of be here now because I'm late, right? So all the people who usually come in at like 9:15, 9:20, they should be right on time. Right on time. Let me see. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Apple Green. Good morning. Yes, I need promotion. I need a promotion. Yes. Cousin, you got it. You got it. It was awesome. The kids leave this afternoon for the weekend. We are going to Chateau Elan. That is where some things be going down. My cousin went there for her birthday. And she lives out there. Yeah. This weekend I am ready. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Yolanda. Send a prayer your way, y'all. Send a prayer our way, y'all. Yes, please, Latrice. We know anytime any prayers needed, I always go to cousin. Please lift up Patricia and her family in prayer because they are going to New York for New York Now. Pray that everything goes well and they get there safely, come back safely, traveling mercies and everything. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So, everybody, besides being blessed, what you guys got going on for the weekend? I already know Tiffany about to have her grand old time at Chateau Elan. I know she is going to have her a grand old time. What does everybody else have planned for the weekend? Cause it's Friday. 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 What do you guys got planned for the weekend? What are you getting into? Does anybody have any markets to do? Are you planning for things to launch things on your website? Are you relaxing? What are the plans for this weekend? Wine tour and some good eating. I know that's right. I know that's right. It's so cold here. Oh yeah, it is. It is so cold. It is. Sean said it's negative 14 degrees or -4, but it feels like 14. I don't remember, but I know it's cold. It is super cold. Good morning, Yazzie Faye. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Janae. Good morning. Um, we are not looking forward to that. Yeah, y'all better bundle up because it is freezing. It's 17 degrees here. Whew. It is freezing. Hey, Nikki. Yes, I will be working all weekend. All right. Hey, welcome, Dawn G. Good morning, Z. Finishing my book so I can get my info to Betty Rose. Get it. but because you don't want to go straight to jail. Because when she did the tax class, she was like, you just could go to jail. I was like, Betty Rose just trying to say, not her trying to send him. She's like, you don't do your taxes, you're going straight to jail. We will be working and resting. We pushed hard this week. Got you. I'm about to be wearing 4 to 5 layers. Yep. And then peel them off when you get inside the venue. And then, so you could be nice and comfortable. Put them back on when you hit the streets. Put it back on when you hit the streets. Ooh, I said sheets. Hey. See where my mind is at. Get it out of the gutter. So today I have lunch with Kay at 12, baby shower tomorrow, and work and push. Everybody, do not forget. You see Push Classic Collections in the chat. Make sure you follow her on Instagram. She goes live on Fridays at 12 for lunch with Kay. And so join her and support. You can get you some beautiful accessories as well as graphic tees and hoodies. I'm not sure if she's still doing the blankets. I think the blankets are done. I think she did those just for Christmas, but she's got a lot of cute stuff over there, so make sure y'all get you some. And she got these cute little black girl magic bracelets. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all some stuff. Get you some stuff. Let me see. Wow, 17 degrees. Yes, I can tell you now, the pipes are trying to freeze. I tried Dante for 10 minutes and I had to stop and go to Keisha. And let me tell you, Kesha, I have to go back and find some stuff on Kesha, because I'm like, Kesha just going through this whole routine. Like, if we know she's switching things up, I'm like, she was tripping up the girl behind her. I'm like, you gotta communicate better. You gotta communicate better, because she'll have you tripping over your board. He get that heart rate. Yes, he does. I'm going back to Dante today. So I'm gonna be doing Dante the body today. We're at minus 11 degrees Fahrenheit here in my beautiful icebox country. It's always cold in Canada. I'm fulfilling orders and sending my niece off to her second semester of studying abroad. Nice. Tiffany, I decided on my first market. Yes. I'm going to take my application and pay my money for that. Yes, Tiffany, up top with it. Hey, up top. I'm working on no, when I'm back, this was Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yes, the weather is doing that. Yes. Because it did it yesterday. It was extremely cold yesterday and it's doing it again today. Can you guys see and hear me? We had a whole system outage here in the DMV back in December when it was super, super cold. Yep, I'm back. Okay, cool. All right, so I was in the midst of saying Latrice's prayer, and now I got to find it. Okay. God, as we come before you, we are asking that you dispatch your angels to cover and protect Patricia and her family as they travel. Let favor be their portion this weekend. This I pray. Amen. That is for you and your family, Patricia. That is you for you and your family. Ain't nothing but the opposition getting in the way it is, getting in the way of all these good blessings. Because you know when Latrice prays, you know that it is already done. You already know. You already know. I love cousins' prayers. Prayers are so amazing. Always, always, always. All right. Short, I'll send her another one. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Also working on these goals for Sunday's meeting. Yes, don't forget the GIST group is going to meet for the first time on Sunday at 7 p.m. The link is in the private Facebook group. So if you have not yet requested to join the group, request to join the group so that you can get to the link and register for the class, because if you are not registered, you are not getting in. Take it seriously, honey. Take it seriously. Thank you, Nikki. You're welcome. I am invited as a vendor to do an anniversary part at a brewery. Um, from 11 to 10. That's a lot of hours, but that's dope. That's dope, Miss Lois. Okay, so while y'all in Elsa territory, for real, I'm over here in my 16-degree weather wearing 2 layers inside. It's my feet are cold. And I have one of those big insulated socks, and I have on my slippers, and my feet are still cold. It's cold. It is cold. Bowflex Barbie. I did look at that. I didn't get into it, but I'll try it today. I'll try it today. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I'm back. All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, good, 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 good. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything. I'm telling you, cousin said, get that drunk money. I'm telling you, them they love to spend, especially if it sounds like a good idea and they have a few drinks in their system. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So we already know, because Miss Deltra already put it in there, right? So everybody, the affirmation today: I am only available for my expectations to be exceeded. Miracles and abundance flows to me with ease. Today, I am only available for my expectations to be exceeded. Miracles and abundance flows to me with ease. Today, I am only available for my expectations to be exceeded. Miracles and abundance flows to me with ease. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. So now the thing I want to talk about today is implementing, because I feel like with all of the guests and all of the classes that we've had, that all of the information that you need to be successful has already been said. You don't need another class. Right? I'm not saying you don't need another class. I'm just saying you need to start with the classes that you already have, and adding classes on top of that still helps, right? But if you're adding classes onto it, but you're not going to take action with the classes that you're taking, then it's basically like you're hoarding and you're storing information, because when do you plan on using it? Now, the reason why I came up with that today is because I was looking in my book. I was looking in my book and I was like, I pay for a lot of classes, right? And I'm looking through my book and I'm like, I need to implement this stuff. I keep saying I'm gonna come back to it, and I'm not implementing these things. And I said, and I know that's exactly what people are doing, because you kind of ask the questions. People will ask questions. I'm like, that information, we did that already. That class is already there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have this information, and I think now what I want to do is I want to make sure that when we have a class, that we're going to do some action steps right after that class, and I'm going to hold you accountable for that for the week, right? Because I don't want you to get information and I don't want you to just put it in the back of your mind, and then you forget that you have it, right? I want you to take that information and I want you to utilize it. That's the reason why we have professionals on to share their expertise so that you can use their expertise, get in the room. Because usually, when can you get in the room with a Klaviyo executive? When can you get into a room with the CEOs of major companies or suppliers? When can you get into those rooms to really pick their mind and to ask them what's going on and how to do this and how did they do that and how to even work their system, right? When can you get in those rooms like that? Just as a regular maker, you don't just get into those rooms like that unless you have some serious connections. And so being a part of Bubble Babes University, you have all of the connections because we put you in the rooms with the people that are movers and shakers in the industry that are going to help you take your business to the next level. That's implementing systems, that's changing habits, that's creating brands, that's doing your marketing, that's doing your advertising, that's creating your business, that's create how to save, how to do your budgets, how to do all of that. So you already know, you're already in the rooms with these people that are helping you get the things that you need. And so in order for us to make sure that you stay on track, I want to make sure that we are implementing for the week, and so, you know what I'm saying, so that you could start whatever you need. If the things need to be broken down for you a little bit, we can break them down a little bit. If things need to be, I need to get this part done so I could get to the next part, then we'll get you there. But whatever that is, in order for you to implement, we got to make sure that you could do that, because I don't want you, again, it's waste. I won't say that it's a waste, but I want you to take advantage of being in these rooms, because when you're in the room, there's a difference, right? You're going to move differently because now you're getting advice from the people who's been there, who's done that, who can help you. Right? So I want to make sure that you guys are implementing. So everybody put in chat, implement, 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 implement. That's what I want you to do. And I want you guys to act quickly. I want you to act quickly, because if you don't act quickly, the passion is going to start starting to fade away and fade away and fade away until it's completely gone. And then you're going to have to pick back up where kind of like where you left off, and you're going to be so far behind. So I want you guys to implement, and I want you to execute quickly. Okay, so when we have guests, our next guest is going to be on the 9th. And actually, no, we have Emmanuel coming back on Wednesday. And so I'm not sure if we're going to talk about your advertising, or we're going to, I don't know what we're going to talk about. I got to ask him. But I know I confirmed Emmanuel for Wednesday, and I know I confirmed on the 9th. I have Jasmine Haley, and she is a speaker consultant. She is an expert. She is going to show you guys what you need to do to tell your story, how to tell your story, and the importance of it. Because if you don't know how to tell your story, if you don't sell yourself on your story, how are you going to sell anybody else on your story? Nobody else is going to be connected to it. So you're going to have to learn how to speak to people and to pull on these, the heartstrings and the emotions and everything like that, so that people can connect to you. You need to know what you need to share in order for you to grow the business, right? Because that's number one. You need to know Alejandro, and I'm going to use Alejandro because you can't throw Alejandro off with a question. Alejandro knows his business. He knows who he is. He knows why he started, and the story is consistent. So if you see this story on Channel 7 News, if you see it in the magazine, if you see it on the newspaper, it's still going to be the same thing. He was a young boy who started a business because he wanted to give his mother a gift, and she was the candles were making her sick in the house, so he wanted to create something that was not going to make her sick because she loved candles. And so that is how this business got started. We need to know how to tell our story, and it needs to be enough in a bite-sized morsel so that you are not complicating things and people do not lose interest. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. So we have Miss Jasmine Haley. She is going to come in and she is going to get you guys together. Because February, I'm telling y'all, I already told y'all, is a different kind. This whole year is a whole different kind of year, right? We're going to do different things. We're going to go above and beyond everything that we've ever even imagined, right? And so in order for that to happen, the foundation needs to be set. And so the number one thing, one of the things is the story. The story needs to be told properly. You could tell your story and talk until you're blue in the face. But how much of that information did your customers retain? How much of that story were they really listening to? Were they listening to it and looking at you and just and their mind went somewhere else? We got to capture it. We have to capture the attention. Business is all about capturing the attention. You have to capture the attention from you got to capture the attention from your customers. You got to capture the attention from your potential customers. You on social media, you got to make sure you get the attention right in the first 2 seconds of the video, because if you don't catch it in the first 2 seconds of the video, you take too long to get into the message, they done scrolled right on by you. So whatever your beautiful message was, or whatever important announcement you had, they scrolled right past it because they don't have time to wait. We are in the microwave environment, right, where everybody wants things quick. They don't want to wait until you get to the point. They want the point right up front. And then if they decide that they want to stick around for the point, then they're going to stick around and watch the rest of the video. But usually, if you don't catch it in the first 2 seconds, they out of here. Right? So everybody put capture your audience attention. Capture your audience attention. Capture your audience's attention. Audience's attention. Capture your audience's attention. Put that in the chat. You have to captivate your people. You have to. Because this is going to make sure that they stay. They stay around. If they don't stay around, then what are we doing? Right? And so next week, when we're going to do Wednesday and Thursday, but when we have Emmanuel in, we're going to implement on what Emmanuel's saying. When we have Jasmine in, we're going to implement on what she's saying. Right? And you're going to practice that so you could get yourself into the habit of doing the things quickly. I don't want you to get into the habit of gathering information and not using it. I want you to get into the habit of gathering the information and hunting and going out there and acquiring the things that you want to get. Right? Because your eyes are set on the target. And since your eyes are set on the target, you're going to hunt and you're going to get it. Right? But you have to make sure that you are implementing. It's not going to happen if that information just sits in your head. You can't be a beast with information just sitting in your head and you're not using it. You a genius in your mind. Let it show on the outside. And let it show on the outside. Right? So I got everybody's putting capture the attention of your audience. Capture your audience's attention, right? So we have that in the chat. Make sure that you remember that. Make sure you remember that when you are doing reels. Make sure you do that when you are sending out emails. Make sure you do that when you are just talking in general, right? You want to let people know this is what we're doing. Let me show you how quickly, because they want to know what you're going to do for them, right? So let me tell you quickly up front what I'm about to do for you. Then I'm going to explain, but let me tell you up front. It's kind of like giving them the ending up front. Right? I'm going to tell you how to get to by doing this. Now, let me show you how to do it. Right? Because now you caught their attention because, you know, they want to know the thing. They don't want to wait till the end. They want to know what's popping first. Right? That's the purpose of us when movies are coming out, when anything is coming out, there's a preview. Right? There's trailers because they got to get you excited. And when they put the stuff in the trailer, what are they putting in the trailer? You guys, what do they put in the trailer when they have the coming attractions for the movies that are coming out? What do they put in the trailer? I'll wait for y'all. I'll wait for y'all while I wait for y'all answers. No, I'll wait while I wait for y'all. I'm going to go into the next thing. Right? So we had guests on our live shows. We had guests on trademarking. We had guests on branding. We had guests on advertising, the pixels. We had, I was saying all of those things. Now we're going to go back into those things and we're going to go break it down piece by piece. We're going to break it down so that you can learn to use what you need. So you can learn. That's exactly right. So the juicy parts to hype us up, period. They're not showing you the long, boring parts. They're not showing you, them walking to school and doing this unless there's something amazing that's going to happen right after. It's something that's going to catch your attention immediately, right? They're not just going to be just showing you the boring parts. Nobody wants to see the boring parts, right? They're going to show you all of the parts that are the most exciting, right? So you could be amped up about it. right? Because that's what they got to do. They got to amp you up so that when the movie does come out, you're like, oh, I can't wait to see that. Same thing with your business. You got to do the same exact thing with your business. Are you boring your customers? Do your customers even know what you're doing? Like when you start a video, are you saying what you're doing and what is, what it's used for or whatever? Are you saying that before you even start? What is your content looking like? What is your website looking like? What is your email marketing and your text marketing looking like? Right? You have to capture their attention. Period. There's no way around it. You're not comfortable with social media? That's fine. You still got to capture people's attention. You're not comfortable with going live? That's fine. How else are you going to capture their attention? You're not comfortable with selling in person? That's fine. How are you going to get people to your booth? Right? We got to start thinking. We have to go outside of the box and think how we can get these people attention, because everybody is fighting for every business is fighting for people's attention, their customers' attention, right? Everybody is doing that because there's so many things being pointed at you. If you go onto YouTube, if you're on YouTube and you're watching videos, it'll give you related videos, or it'll give you a video just like that video. You know what I'm saying? And then so the video that's just like this video is in competition with each other, because now you're like, ooh, which one do I want to see? Which one is going to be better? And then you start analyzing which one is going to be better and how you're going to choose it. But it's competition right there. And so that's what business owners are doing right now. Well, not right now, but period. They do it all the time. They have to compete for the attention, and things are taking people's attention away everywhere you go, right? We got the phones, we got the computers, we got all this noise, we got activities. There's so much stuff going on that it's hard to get their attention. And so you need to figure out how to get their attention. You guys, write that down somewhere. I need to capture my audience's attention. I need to capture my audience's attention. Period. I tell you guys all the time, it's not that somebody else's product is better than yours. It's just the fact that they captured their audience's attention. It's not the fact that somebody is more popular than you. It's just the fact that they captured their attention and they kept on capturing their attention. And so their buzz grew. In order for your buzz to grow, you are going to have to figure out how can you capture their attention. It doesn't mean that you have to change your personality, because I suggest that you do not change your personality. I suggest that you show up as yourself, your true self, every single day. Right? I suggest that because people are going to resonate with your true self, right? Not your professional voice. I posted that video yesterday by Zantella to Antonio. Not your professional voice. Be your real self, because you're your real self everywhere you go. So why would you put on your professional voice? And you're not just answering phones. You are representing your brand. So how do you want to represent your brand? How do you want to show up? Show up as your true self. That way you can always be authentic. I'm going to always be authentic because I'm going to always be me. I'm going to always be doing all of this with my hands because that's who I am. Oh, you need to sit, you talking, you need to sit like this, but that's not who I am. Other people can speak like that, but that's not the way I want to speak. You know what I'm saying? When you having public speaking classes, they tell you can't move your hands too much and you're in front of the camera. You got to do all of this. Your hands are distraction and everything like that. That makes me comfortable. Yes, I could learn to keep my hands and not move. But how boring would I be if I just spoke to you guys like this? First of all, this is not my personality. I look boring. I look like I'm not moving. I kind of look like a mannequin just sitting here not doing anything. The only thing you see is my head bobbing and I look crazy like that, right? And so why would I do that? That's not me. That's not who I am. I need to show up as who I am. And so I'm telling you guys, show up as your true selves. That way, no matter what season you're in, you are still representing you. Doesn't mean if you're a beginner, right? And so you're going to still be the same person, but you're starting out. You become, you're getting better in business. So let's say we move you up to intermediate. I don't know what else, right? Let's say now you got your feet wet. Now you start, business is starting to grow a little bit more. You're starting to get a little bit more comfortable, but The consistent thing is always going to be you. Business has changed, business has grown, but she is consistent. I know this person to be true because she always is the same. Yes, the situation has changed. Yes, she's grown, but she's still the same. Right now, let's say business is really popping. Business is really popping. You growing, you thriving, and everything is amazing. And you didn't change. You didn't change up the game because now, oh, I have to act a certain way because now I am in the 6, 7 figure lane. I got to start changing my bit. I got to start changing the way I speak. You don't have to. Russell Simmons did not change for anybody. Russell Simmons said, I'm not wearing your suit. I'm not wearing your shoes. I'm coming in the way I want to come in. I'm cursing when I want to curse. I'm doing what I want to do. Russell Simmons said, I'm going to be who I am, period. I'm not going to allow this corporate structure to change me. Yes, I'm going to do my business like a professional. I'm going to do my business as a professional. Just because you speak like this does not mean that you cannot be professional. It does not mean that you cannot have your business together, right? You have to be able to have your business together, but you can still be yourself. Right? If that's what it takes for you to be, for you to grow, and if that's what you want to do, then do it by all means. But if that's not who you are, you do not have to conform to that. As long as you keep your business in order and as long as you're on top of your game, you are going to be fine. So as long as you be your true, authentic self, you are going to be fine. Russell, like I said, Russell Simmons will show up. He's like, I'm not having a meeting before I meditate. He's not letting anybody change the way he moves, right? I'm going to do my business, but I'm going to move the way I move because this is how I do things. You're not going to change me. I'm going to bring you into my world. It's the same thing about the tempo in the game, right? Kobe will say, I'm going to make you change your tempo. You're not going to make me change up my game. You're not going to flip it on me. I'm going to continue to play the way I play, but I'm going to watch and I'm going to observe how you're playing so that I can see, but I'm going to throw you off and I'm going to switch things up so that you could get uncomfortable. But I'm not going to get uncomfortable because I'm comfortable in this. I know who I am. I know what I could do. And I know that I'm not going to let anybody take me off of my game. So you guys maintain that idea. Maintain that in your head. You don't have to conform in order to be liked. You don't have to put on a fake voice in order to be liked. You don't have to put on a fake persona in order to be liked. Now keep in mind, once you start changing, you have or when you start, you're going to have to keep up with that, right? You're going to have to keep up with the look. You're going to have to keep up with the voice, and you're going to have to keep that up, or people start talking about how fake you are and all that other stuff, right? Nicki Minaj said one time in one of the interviews, she was like, you know what I hate? Well, not, she didn't say, I don't think she said she hate, but I'm paraphrasing. And she was like, if I wish I didn't start putting on all this makeup, because now anytime, or putting this whole look together, because now anytime when I go outside in the street, because she started getting popular, and she was like, so now anytime when I go out in the street, I got to look this way all the time. So whatever you create, you're going to have to maintain. You're going to have to maintain whatever that is. So if you're ready, your authentic self, it takes nothing for you to maintain that. So show up as your true self. Show up as your true self. That doesn't mean you lack being a professional, because you're going to be as professional as they come. You're going to be on top of your game. You're going to know all the stuff you need to know. You're going to know your numbers. You're going to know everything you need to know for your business, right? So you get that together and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But make sure that you show up as yourself. I done went a couple of places with it, but capturing your attention and being yourself, this is where I'm coming back, full circle with it, right? Cousin said, be your authentic self at all times, but use wisdom, right? That's what it says, but use wisdom. Say that. So make sure that you do that. A lot of you guys are not feeling comfortable showing up on social media is because you think you got to show up as somebody else. You think you got to show up and you got to have it all together. You think you got to show up and you have to sound a certain way, look a certain way, do a certain thing. You don't have to. Show up, period. Just show up. If you show up, the people will start to come. Build it and they will come. It is facts. It is facts. You start creating, what it is that you have to create that thing. If you don't do it enough, you're not going to even know what your unique thing is. right? You're not going to know how you want to do your videos. You know how you could look at somebody's videos and you could be like, oh yeah, I know whose video that is. Or you see them do something, you be like, oh yeah, I know who that is. You will never find that out if you don't test it out. If you don't even try it, how are you going to even figure that out? Right? Everybody, I'm uncomfortable on social media. I don't, excuse me, I don't feel like posting 3 times a day. I don't feel like doing this many times. But how are you ever going to find out what your true style is? Right? How you gonna find your voice in business? It's the same thing with anything. You have to find your voice. You have to find what works for you. When Beyonce started, Beyonce was doing everything, copying everybody else because that's all she had to look up to until she figured out her voice and what her sound was going to be and how she was going to move and how she was going to operate. I say the same thing for Diana Ross, right? She had to figure that out. Tina Turner, she had to find her voice. Everybody has to find their voice. Everybody has to find their place. Everybody has to really find their niche, because if you don't, I'm not going to say you're going to know that offhand, because it's not, you're not. It's not something that you think you're going to know right off the bat. It's going to be something that you evolve into, and then you're going to see a pattern of the same thing happening. And you're like, oh, well, maybe I like to shoot this way. Maybe I like to shoot in front of the window when the sun is shining through. Maybe that's what I think I like to do, because I do it all the time. So that's going to be how I represent my brand. That's how I'm going to show up in my content. This is what I'm going to do, right? I know. And to find my voice, do I completely have my voice in this whole podcast live stream world right now? I think I'm pretty sure I do. Because to me, I need to sound like me. If I don't sound like me, then when y'all hear me later, y'all gonna be like, Nikki, what's going on, sis? You don't sound like yourself. Like, who is that? Like, well, I changed, and I'm doing da 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 da. And like, but I used to watch you every single morning, and you didn't act like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to find your way. And you're not going to find it unless you keep practicing, unless you keep trying. And then you're like, okay, this is what I enjoy doing, right? This is how I operate. This works for me, right? But you got to do it enough to know. You guys, put that in the chat. I got to do it. I got to do it. In order to find that, I got to do it. I got to do it. Put it in the chat. I got to do it. Nikki, please stop talking about me. I found out I need to have my social media content plans. Okay, that works. So true. What if I'm a little ratchet and bougie? Right. What if? What if? How many ratchet people out here making money? Look at all these people out here making money with their ratchetness. Look at freaking Soldier Boy. First of all, he is so funny to me. He's hilarious, right? But he out here doing his thing the way he's going to do it. And Soldier Boy is smart. He is smart. He's an innovator. Like, he's not a dumb young man. You may think he's dumb because what he act like, but he's not a dummy at all by any means. He's about his money, and he's very smart. But you wouldn't think that. And I'm pretty sure when he went to the record labels and he was like, I'm selling more than, you giving me for an advance already out of my, I'm selling my own stuff. I made myself pop on YouTube. I'm already a sensation. I'm already coming to the table with what I have. I'm already coming with a package because I already know what I could do on my own. So what could you do that's better than what I could already do on my own? Because in order for me to do what I'm doing in order for you to do better for me, then you got to show up. You got to show me that you can do better. That's right, Michelle. I gotta do it. Yes, righteous and ratchet. Okay. And I get like, this is Crystal, blah, blah, blah. I'm righteous and ah! Let me know if you guys still can see me. Mm-hmm. Let me know, because I'm not. Am I back? Let me know. Put a one if I'm back, y'all. Okay. All right. The weather is not letting me be great this morning. All right. I don't know what's popping. All right. So make sure, again, make sure you're your authentic self, whatever that is. Just make sure you have your business in order, and nobody could tell you anything. So even if they underestimate you, you still show up as the professional that you need to show up as, and know your business. Period. Right? Because like I said, they underestimated Soldier Boy and what he had, and he's like, this is what I bring to the table. Master P did the same thing. This is what I bring to the table. Right? You're going to have to do better than I could already do. So make sure that you have it together. All right. And so the last thing I want to leave you guys with is something that I alluded to, or I said a little bit in the beginning about being hunter gatherers. And I was like, I want to use hunter gatherers in this analogy, because I'm always saying I love that, because my brother did a thing about nomads, and I've been stuck on hunter gatherers, right, and tribes and things like that, and this is the BBU tribe, right? So I wanted to use it, and I was like, today would be the perfect time to use the whole hunter gatherer thing, because and we would use it in the reverse, right? We would use it as gathering and then hunting, because we're going to have to bring it back, right? And so I want you guys to gather information. I want you guys to get all of the classes, get all of the information, get all of the things that you can do, get into all the seminars, get in the rooms of all the places where people know more than you, or something that you need to learn, right? Learn all the things, gather the information, get the knowledge, and then I want you to go out and hunt. Right? I said this earlier. I want you to go out and hunt and kill. Right? I want you to go out there, hunt for success, hit it, get it, and succeed. Kill it and go. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to actually take it by the horns and get that thing. Right? Stop being afraid to hunt. Stop being afraid to go after the things that you want. Stop being intimidated because that's a lion and the lion is going to kill you or try to kill you. Stop being afraid to go after those things that you want because it seems like it's intimidating. Go out there, hunt it, grab it by the horns and capture it. Kill it and capture it, so that you can come back and bring that thing back to your family, so that you can feed yourself and your family. And then you can use the same information and the same technique and the same systems and the same everything else to repeat, rinse, wash, and wash, rinse, repeat, and do it all over again. And if you don't want to do it all over again, you could give this information to your children. You could share it with anybody else so that they can go out and they can do the same thing as well. Right? You want to make sure that you're going out there, you hit that target, you bring it back in, and you take care of your family, you take care of your legacy, you take care of your business, you take care of all of that. Now, if you want to do the same thing and start another business, you could do that. If you want to do the same thing and share that with somebody else, you could do that. but you already know what it takes to be out there, and you're not out in the jungle unprotected, right? You're not out in the field unprotected. You got everything you need. You armed yourself with the information, and now you are going after it and attacking it. Period. Right? And so I want you to look at it as hunter gatherers, because that's exactly what it is. You go out there, you gather information, you come back, you go for the hunt, you go for the kill, you come back, you feed your family. Right? How else are you going to feed your family? Somebody's got to go after it. Somebody's got to be the lion. You might be the lion in your family, right? But you got to go out there, and you got to go out there and do what you got to do so you can bring the food back to your family, because your family got to eat. Period. They got to eat, period. And you got to think about that, right? You got to think about when you are actually actively pursuing success, you have to know that you need to have the mindset that I could do this, right? I got to do this because I got to feed my family. My family can't starve because I can't feed them. I need to do the work. I got all this information. I'm armed with all this information. I have all I need to go out in the jungle and hunt. I need to go out in the jungle and hunt, because if I don't hunt, my family don't eat. And so we have to keep that in mind. If you don't hunt, your family can't eat. So don't just tiptoe around success. Don't just tiptoe around what you want to do. Don't just tiptoe around your dreams. Go out there and actively hunt those things down so you can bring it back to your family. Right? So everybody say, I gotta hunt. I gotta hunt. I gotta hunt. I gotta hunt. Put it in the chat. I gotta hunt. And that is all I really have for today. I wanted to keep it light because I said that we're going to have to go back into the old videos, into the old classes, and then we're going to have to start just breaking it down piece by piece and starting to implement these things. Because at least if you take it by smaller chunks, you'll be able to handle it, as opposed to just feeling overwhelmed trying to do all the things at one time. So we're going to take chunks and we're going to put it together. Right? I gotta hunt. I gotta hunt. I gotta hunt. When you feel like not doing anything for your business today, I gotta hunt. If I don't hunt, my family don't eat. When you starting to feel a little lazy, or when you starting to feel a little discouraged, I gotta hunt, or my family can't eat. I gotta figure out a way, because ain't no way a lion is not going to hunt and bring the food back. Ain't no way he not going to take care of the family, or she, whichever one is going to bring the food back, right? It ain't no way that they're not going to bring the food back. I have birds that build nests up. They hide under, like, we have the little awning, or when you're coming up the steps, and so there's a little 2x4 or whatever, and so they put the nest right there because nobody can see it, right? They're not out there where predators can find them. They're not up in the trees where the eagles can come and just devastate them, right? They're not out there. They're hiding in that little nook, right? And so they built their nest up there. They put their eggs up there. You know what I'm saying? They have the eggs up there, and then once they hatch, you see them leave and come back. So they're going out there. There's no way that the bird is going to leave those little babies up there. And she doesn't. And she doesn't let, like, if we come outside, she'll go away so that she can make sure and observe from the top, so she can make sure that we're not going to hurt her little babies, right? And so, she's like, I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're a predator. I don't know if you're going to try to kill my babies, but I know I'm going to watch from high above to see what you're going to do. And if I need to, I'm going to swoop in and I'm going to get my babies, or I'm going to do what I need to do, because that's what they do, right? You see them coming in and out. As soon as you come, if you come out the house, they right back past your face, like, go back. Like, it's a warning, move back. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to be the same way for your business. You can't allow intimidation to stop you. You need to know, I need to protect this thing. Remember yesterday we were talking about, was it yesterday? No, when we were talking about the fence, I was telling you have to protect your garden, right? And this is the same thing. You have to protect your family. You got to protect your business. Everything needs to be protected. Make sure you do it. Make sure you do it. And I don't know why I got all this nature stuff. I think it's because I live in the woods, right? So I'm always having these little nature talks, but it's the facts. It's the facts. You have to protect it, right? I will start watching the videos I missed and analyze and take notes. Yes, 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 yes. We are going to be doing that. And you guys, Honor Society will be back really quickly. And also, I am going to make it into, I think I'm going to have 2-tier memberships. So one, the price is going to be different, and there's going to be different things offered into the class. So there's going to be more accountability, more of after hour classes where you'll be able to actually talk to the professionals that come on the show, and it won't be just open to everybody. It'll be exclusive to those people that are part of the other crew. And yeah, I have a lot of things in the works. I'm telling you, I have a lot of things in the works. I'm offering one-on-ones. I will also be offering that as well, because a lot of you guys ask me questions about what you should do and what direction, what you need next, and da 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 da. So I'm going to make it so that you can have, because, and also people ask me, do you do one-on-ones? And I didn't, right? Because I'm like, well, what do you want me to help you with? So I never really did one-on-ones. So now I'm going to start doing one-on-ones, and I'm probably going to do 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. I'm not going to go more than that, 20 to 30 minutes, because I think after a certain point, people don't listen. I think, it's an information overload at some point, and I want to make sure that they take the information that they get and use it. And so, yeah, so that's what I'll be having on the website as well. So what else? Don't forget, Sunday, we are going to be live with the GIST group, the accountability group. This first month is going to be free. The next month is not going to be free. If you're a part of the Honor Society, you'll be able to take it. But I'm also going to have a separate package where you could just be a part of the accountability group, and then, take advantage of goal setting and hitting the goals and being a part of an encouraging group. So that's what we're going to do over there. And what else? Okay, so 7 p.m. Sunday, Facebook. The link is in Facebook, the private Facebook group. So if you join the public Facebook group, then that's not where you're gonna get the link. You got to go into the private group and sign up, and then get the link there, because that's where I left it. That's where I left it. So that's it for today, you guys. It was short, sweet, to the point today. I'm sorry that I was late. I was late to the game. But we will be back on Sunday. We'll be back on Monday. We'll be back on Monday. If you guys are watching the replay, this is Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, and let me know your thoughts about today's live. Also, if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified when we go live, which is every morning. Well, not every morning, every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what else? If you would like to join us, follow me on all social media as Bubble Babes University. That's BABEZ University. You can find me everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and BubbleBabesUniversity.com. That's it. That's all, y'all. Y'all have an amazing day, an amazing weekend. And for those that are part of the GIST group, I will see you on Sunday. And if you're not, I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend, y'all.